These are the 15 things that honestly changed in my life after losing weight, and they might change in yours if you just take action. What if losing weight can not only change your life, but boost every other area in your life with it? I'm here to tell you after losing 100 pounds in 1 year that it changed my life. It made me a better football player. I became from a lineman, which is like someone who's just an overweight person who blocks for other people. They're so important, but it's not the favorite position. It's not the quarterback. And I went all the way to a linebacker and running back and receiver all in 1 year. And I literally changed my life just simply because I lost weight. So, number one, we're going to start off with obviously relationship advice. We'll get that one out the way. You get more noticed, period. Like when you're more attractive, you get noticed more often instead of being looked over. When I was overweight, I don't think there was ever a time that I went outside and someone was like, "Oh my gosh, you just look so good." And for the first time after losing weight, I go to Vegas and I'm walking on the strip and it's my birthday weekend and I'm with my cousins. We all looking fly and two women drunk, as you know what. And if you know what Vegas is, if you're on the strip, then they're probably drunk. They got their Fat Tuesdays, and this little girl walks by me. I can smell the alcohol on her, and she's like, "You are so fine," and it just like it makes you want to back up, of course. But what did that tell me? That I was attractive, and that didn't happen when I was overweight. So it was just a confidence booster for me. Obviously, the conversation died there. I kept walking because you got to be careful who you're talking to on the strip. The attention goes on you when you're more attractive. It's easier for you to stand out. Number two, you radiate self-respect, which like it pushes on others. Others can see that you value yourself, which is like it forces them to value you. Because if you value yourself, then they have no choice but to value you as well. Number three, you attract higher quality partners. The difference between the partners that I was connecting with when I was overweight compared to the wife that I'm with now and the women that I was dating before, it just is a total mind switch. It's like night and day. And it's not a disrespect to any of those women. It's just I was meeting someone truthfully that was either a little bit better than me, or the same. And if you're doing that, that means whatever you are, that's what you're going to attract. And if I'm 300 pounds, it's not like I was attracting another 300 pounder, but it's only so many different women that will settle for a man who's 300 pounds, especially when you're 16 to 17, 18 years old and you don't have money. When you're 300 pounds with 300,000 in your bank account, it's a little different. Then women care. So especially when you get older, obviously losing weight matters less, but it also gets harder for you to lose weight. And when in a world full of money and people who are in shape versus people who are not in shape, why would they choose the person who is out of shape? Next, we'll go to career and professional perception. Number four is you're perceived as more disciplined. Like people automatically will assume you're more disciplined, especially if they knew that you've lost weight. Like I've heard other people talking about me in the third person, such as like this guy's lost weight, or have you ever heard about him losing weight before, or just man, you're in really good shape. They obviously know that you care about yourself in some facet, and this is really important, especially in business. I was always known as the goofy guy when I was 300 pounds, and I made jokes and I was roasting. And I remember one of my friends telling me, "It's like, bro, you got less funny when you lost weight," and it was not that. I just got more serious, and that's how I was perceived. Everything's kind of funny when the fat guy's talking. He could say anything, you just start laughing. He could walk funny, and it's just like, oh, this is a fat guy. Everything normal that an overweight person does is not normal. And I remember being overweight and feeling like that. Like me going down the stairs was not someone else going down the stairs. It felt different. Number five, you're taken more seriously in meetings. I've taken around 200 meetings this year. We're around in July. And one thing I do realize is people take me way more serious. And I also didn't have any meetings when I was overweight. I didn't have anyone to speak to or nothing to teach. And number six, you show up with more energy. When I was overweight, I had way less energy than I did now. And I've had testimonials and people tell me like, Bryce's energy. Like, and I didn't even know until they told me. Like, it's energy, it's energy. And I'll play a few clips of different people saying it real quick.
Bryce is amazing. He's been so attentive. His community is amazing. He has such great insight. His energy.
Bryce, I've been working with him in his Health is Wealth Academy for a little over a week now, and I just want to say I'm so impressed with what Bryce has delivered in a short amount of time. Even from when we first started talking, he's got great energy, he's got a great attitude, he's got really good mindsets.
But you get the point. It raises your floor and it raises others when you walk into a room vibrating with aura. And I know aura is a new term right now, but I just mean like the vibration of that's coming off of you. That's always been a thing. You ever feel somebody come into the room and light it up compared to someone who comes in the room and they just kill the vibe? Or if you're at the DMV and you see someone come in with an attitude, or on the phone, or you're in the mall, you see someone and they're off, like that vibration, that energy can kill the whole room. Well, it's vice versa. You can come in and light a whole room up and give people so much value just based off your energy. Number 7 is going to be in the confidence and identity section. You feel proud of your reflection. I remember when I was losing weight, the thing that started is I caught a glimpse of how it looked and I just didn't like it. I was tired of taking showers and like I never just wanted to look at myself. I don't even remember the shape of my body when I was overweight because I never wanted to see it. I literally would not want to see it. I would just avoid it subconsciously, but like I wouldn't just like look at them, like I wouldn't hide from the mirror, but I wouldn't go to it as well. And there was one time my mom made me just take my shirt off and look at myself and tell me that I love myself. And although I didn't believe it, that was when the journey started because I accepted the truth of where I was. So then I can plan where I wanted to go. And if you want to do the same exact thing, it just starts with looking in the mirror and saying like, okay, this is where I am, but here's where I want to go. And what's the gap in between this? I need to figure out the knowledge to close that gap. It's more than knowledge. It's also action. The action is really what's going to close that gap, even if you're doing imperfect action and impatient action. That's going to yield you the big returns. Number 8, you stop settling. You never settle again. Not for life, not for your groceries, not for your food. If a meal is wrong, I won't eat it. If they don't got my sauce, I will walk out, especially because people feel prideful. Like, I remember going to Chipotle and, man, this lady slash I'm gonna call him a matey because it looked like a lady, man. So the matey said, hey, we don't have the vinaigrette. And I said, hey, I got a salad. What am I gonna put on my salad? She said, I can give you an adobe ranch. I said, I don't eat ranch. I like my vinaigrette. The matey goes back, looks back at someone else, looks back at me. Well, I can still give you the adobe ranch, but we don't have a vinaigrette. There's no more. I said, okay, no worries. Oh, here's what it was. She said, well, we don't have any adobe ranch. If you don't want the adobe ranch, we can refund you. I said, oh, you can refund me. When this has happened before, though, I usually just be like, all right, it's cool. Just give me the ranch. I've tried it before. I didn't like it. So this time, I said, okay, no worries. Refund me every single dollar. And when they did, guess what happened? They accidentally gave me like $3, $4 more. And I don't know why, but it's because I got a double chicken. But I don't know. It was like, instead of like 15, it was like $16, $17 that they gave me or something like that. That's exactly what they get. From all the times they taxed me, it probably just came back good karma. I kept it pushing. We out the door. Go to the next spot, get a better meal for cheaper. Number 9, you trust your instincts more. Like, this is a bad habit that I have, but man, I just trust my instincts. I trust my gut. And it doesn't matter how many times I fail. If I just believe in something, I'm going with it. I will never let someone stop me from believing in myself, regardless. And losing weight helped me do that for sure. It helped me believe in myself to the part where I didn't need someone to believe in me. I believe in me. I remember when I was talking to this one millionaire, we were at the beach house and he's getting it worked on, and we're talking about how I lost 100 pounds. And at first he told me he didn't believe me, but I proved it to him, of course, showed him pictures. And he said, well, you know what that means, right? And I said, no. And he said, well, getting rich for you will be easy. And I said, explain. And at this time, of course, I'm trying super hard to make money, haven't made my first dollar online. And he says, all life is mindset. And if you were able to accomplish that, you're able to accomplish anything. It's all the same. Mind you, this guy's a millionaire. He bought that house for $1 million plus. It went up another 800,000 in just a year of appreciation, and that was before it was remodeled. So the guy's doing very well off. And man, when he told me that, it's just all the fuel I needed. I went and worked on my business more. I kept switching my mindset of like, all life is mindset. And now what he told me, he also gave me the perceived value of my offer, letting me know that, man, like, losing weight changed my life. And if I can help change other people's lives, how much is that really worth? You know? So I, in months, grew my company to around 200 people in my free community that is now a paid community for like $50 one-time fee. Then I changed my paid community from $99 a month to $5,000 a year. but I had around 25 people paying me $99 a month at a time, and it was around $2,500 a month, which is exactly how much I was working at my job. So I ended up leaving my job and becoming a full-time entrepreneur for myself at just 23 years old, simply because I lost weight. So hey, if you want to start your own business just because you lost weight, that's how you do it. You just do something, and you can do this with anything. You literally just do something that other people haven't done, or you've accomplished. If you're a weed smoker and you've accomplished how to stop smoking weed, you can teach people how to stop smoking weed and make money on it. So it's literally that simple. You change lives and make money doing it. It's the best business model out there right now to talk about to this day. Next, let's talk about social life and influence. You get invited to way more events. The amount of people that invite me places, and compared to when I was overweight, hasn't changed because my friend group hasn't changed that much. But I know for sure if it wasn't that way, and also because I lost 100 pounds with one of my best friends, like we all leveled up. And the people who didn't, like there was one guy who didn't lose weight. We don't know where he is now. Like, and there was another guy who, like, he kind of used to be like the star, and now he's overweight. And now one of my friends go back to try to help him, but we're not cool anymore. So it's just like that. If you don't level up, you get left behind. And it's simply because that's just how life is. You got to close the gap. Number 14 is you're seen as someone that has it together. When you see someone who's overweight, you don't never think in my head like, man, he just has life figured out. Man, this 300-pound guy man, his life is tremendous. You never do. You see a guy that's overweight, you're not going to lie. You'd be like, he could lose a few pounds. That's the first thing you notice about him. Like, that's not a good representation of a person who is so smart. A lot of overweight people are really smart. And like my uncle, he's a bit overweight, super smart. My other uncle, wisest guy I know, even bigger than that uncle. But they're super smart guys, and their work ethic is crazy. They go to the pool every single day. But it's just negative eating habits for so many years will compound against you, regardless of how much wealth you have, regardless of how much resentment you have towards, oh no, I'm okay, I'm okay. Pounds don't lie. They will stack, and they will compound against you negatively. There's something called visceral fat, vicious monster. You don't want nothing to do with it. And if you want to lose weight efficiently and effectively, link in description. And forget about losing weight. It's more about changing your life, because obviously no one wants to lose weight. But if you really want to change your life and take the next step, just book a call with me and I'll help you out with your situation. I've done it before. I've helped many people. I've helped people lose 100 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, from 17 years old all the way up to 72 years old. And I can help you too. Number 15, you become a role model in your circle. Like, people start to look at you like, man, you the leader. And with all my guys, we're all competitive, so there is not really a role model until someone, right now we're waiting on someone to have a financial breakthrough, and it's going to be me. I have a revenue goal right now to make $300,000 this month. Will I make it? Probably not. But am I going to try? Like, my life depends on it. And when I say probably not, it's because sometimes just because you have the belief and the desire doesn't mean you have the capability. And a good mentor told me that he makes millions of dollars. And when I say millions, he's on track to make more millions, but he's already made $1 million at 22. So, just for context. And man, he said it, just because you have the capability, just because you have the desire doesn't mean you have the capability. And right now you might have the desire to lose 50 pounds in 1 month, but not the capability. But it's okay. If you guys want a part 2 of this, I can happily do it, but just let me know how you like this video. Remember, health is wealth.